Welcome back to Adam's Garage. Sunday once again. Weather's a little nicer than yesterday. Got about 25 or 28 for the high. It's almost 48 today. Snow we got the other night's all gone. So anyway, before the snow came in, I did pull my 231 out. What I believe has happened, spin this around here. Oops, sorry. Is when I swapped to this GM style tail housing, using the Jeep SYE, I'm not sure if the Chevy version of this actually uses this piece or if it's the secondary piece or whatever. But anyway, what I configured was where the shaft was supposed to be and where the bearing was two different spots, off about 3/8 of an inch. So I made a spacer to put on the shaft to keep the shaft in position, let the bearing ride where it's going to ride. It's still on about 3/4 of its race. It's overhanging just a little over on the splines, but that's all right. Still supported. Seal still lined up where it was. And most importantly, before, if I ran this all the way home and torqued, it was binding up. So it was pulling something this way and binding. So now it's fully torqued. Everything spins, everything shifts like it should. Hoping this takes care of it. If not, not sure where I'll have to go with it. This is about all I can do with a 231. So I may just have to go to a 241 and suck up the SYE kit for it. So who knows? I also missed out on a 4205 this weekend. Budget's a little tight. Did put an offer in on it, but the first person showed up and got it. So I'm still thinking about doing a doubler with a 205, and I'm not sure what out's front, whether a 203 or an Eco Box, whichever one. I'd have to figure out which one I would like to use. I think the Eco Box can give me more ratio than just a doubler than the 203, but I may be wrong. I have to look that up. Anyways, I think the 203 is the same ratio as the 205. I believe. Anyway, I'm rambling. We'll set the sucker back in Jeep. Be right back. All right, we're back. Here we are again with the Turbo 400. Got the surface scraped up pretty good. Just a few small pieces I'll get cleaned up here in a second. Get ready to drop the 231 back in. I'm not going to film this as far as dropping it back in. I mean, I'll rejoin you all once I have actually bolted up, because my age, lifting and pushing and shoving that sucker up in there all by myself is probably scenes that aren't suitable for younger viewers. So we'll come back after I get that. Be right back. That actually, sorry guys, that actually went better than I thought it would. Must be getting a little bit of my strength back after having COVID late last year. Don't recommend it for anybody. Try to avoid it. I won't comment one way or the other, know whether you should be getting the shots or not. That's entirely up to you. Your choice, in my opinion. Anyways, enough of that. That's wrestled right on there. Now just to part bolting everything back in. We'll be right back. Son called. That's furnace issues, and just told me he got his heat back on. So that's good to know. His wife's pregnant, and they get a little cranky when they get cold. Yeah. All right. Anyways, also in the meantime, I found the original SYE cover for the Jeep and started taking some measurements. And it turns out that the Jeep SYE from the case face to the outer lip of the bearing is 3.3 inches. I just measured the case face to the seal adapter I made. It's 3.5 inches, and I know the bearing is in another 100 thousandths. So that would make the same bearing face at 3.6 inches. So I made the adapter originally at 3/8, and as I put this thing together and started taking measurements better, fitting things, seeing where things were at, I cut it down to 250. So I'm within 50 thousandths here. Hopefully it's close enough for everything to work correctly. If not, I may have to whittle up a new adapter. The good part is I just have to only remove the drive shaft and the outer tail shaft housing here, and I can slide different spacers on them, so I don't have to drop the transfer case for that. Anyways, we get this thing bolted back in. We're going to put it back in, drive shaft's in, transfer case filled up. Just came back from a test drive. Still got death wobble up front. Not sure exactly what's going on there. Something feels loose. I don't know if my steering box is finally giving up the ghost. I have no idea how many miles are on it. Probably a bazillion and one half. Give me an opportunity here to maybe prep one up for hydro assist. I am running 37s. I'd like to go larger later on. If I got to rebuild a box, I might as well go ahead and drill and tap it while it's apart. Anyways, beast is back on the road. Transmission is shifting real good. Transfer case is shifting real good. Hopefully it stays that way. Knock on wood. You know, I do the best I can, but it doesn't always mean to do it right, even though I try to. Anyway, this is Atwood's Garage. You all have a good weekend. Like, subscribe, comment below. We're out.